What's up guys, welcome to A1 in a Box. Today I have another keyboard review. This one is over the Logitech G14 and I picked up the silver edition. There is a black edition if you want to go that route. So I reviewed the ASIO MK-Mac wireless keyboard about a week ago. I'll put the link down below if you want to check that out. I picked up this keyboard the day I made that video and have been using it for about a week now. So before we get started, let's see what you get in the box. Of course, you get the keyboard itself, a tool to remove the keys, and you get some extra keys. Surprisingly, there is no user manual. So the frame is made up of aluminum and it just feels solid. The switches underneath the keys are unique to Logitech and they call it Roamer G, and it's supposedly 25% faster than the standard mechanical keys. In my experience, I've used the ASIO MK-Mac and the Razer Black Widow, which isn't a big arsenal of mechanical keyboards, but compared to those, it feels as good if not better in my opinion, but it all comes down to personal preference. On the upper right, you will find a USB pass-through. With this, you can plug in cables to charge your phone, use a mouse, USB stick, etc. In order for it to function though, you have to make sure to plug in both USB connections. I only put in the one with the picture of the keyboard and I thought my keyboard was actually broken, but once I plugged in the other USB, everything worked perfectly, so don't forget to do that. So there are 12 extra keys included with a different type of feeling, which are 1 through 5, Q through R, and A through D. Most people who play computer games know that these are the main keys for most games, which is why Logitech only included these. So here is the stock key that's already on the keyboard, and here is one of the 12 extra keys with the groove. Unfortunately, since these switches are unique to Logitech, you won't be able to buy custom keys like for other switches. On the back you'll find a stand and that's it. Now compared to the Apple keyboard, as you can see, it is about the same length, and of course the thickness is thicker than the Apple keyboard, but surprisingly this keyboard is pretty compact and small, so you don't have to worry about it taking up too much space on your desk. So this keyboard comes in two different colors. This is the silver version with a white backlight, and then there is an all black version where the silver is all black as well, and that comes with a red backlight, so it comes down to personal preference. So here are my final thoughts. This keyboard is solid for $90. The keys feel great when typing on it and I've had no problems with it. So since I am a Mac user, I am able to modify the keys so that the command and option keys are in the correct position. But in my opinion, I think the USB pass-through is the biggest pro because I gain an extra USB right on my desk. And I don't have to reach around my screen to plug in a cable, which is really convenient. This is a great keyboard, but if you're looking to customize the lights, you won't find it here. Also, I think the biggest negative is the fact that I can't buy new keys to customize the color scheme of the keyboard, like with red or blue switches. So as a Mac user, I am stuck with the Windows logo key. Overall though, I will be using this keyboard as my daily driver for now since it does the job and I've gotten so used to having that extra USB on my desk. Thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. With any questions, leave it down below and I'll be sure to answer. Till next time, peace.